stop recording and
than to not start recording and remove all doubt.
Remove all doubt.
Every doubt.
And remove all show, because then you didn't record anything.
Right.
Kind of like last time, which I guess would be last week.
Because I skipped a week because I had friends in town. And it was Will's birthday.
It was my birthday.
And we went to the loudest show that I've ever been to. It was so loud.
I don't think it's because we're old. I think it's because it was so loud.
Yeah, I think that was legitimately loud. Like
I couldn't hear the songs.
Yeah. Like it was just like rushing. I was like standing under a waterfall.
One of my favorite bands, and I'm like, what song is this?
Can we leave?
Can we leave? Like, I can't hear anything.
So loud. Yeah, I've never
And the bands
heard of
before
band.
weren't too loud.
No. The bands before were fine.
It was Sheer Mag.
Sheer Mag.
You'd never heard of them.
Never heard of them.
Really? That's wild. They're pretty. I feel like they're
I mean, clearly
popular
they're
band.
pretty popular.
They've
They
been
had
around.
like a real tour bus parked outside.
Yeah, they've been around for a while. Like, I don't know. I don't need to speculate. 10 years? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, they're all relatively young. I wouldn't expect more than 10 years.
Oh, who's to say?
Like, they looked like our age, maybe? Maybe a little younger? Like, the
Probably
lead
something like that.
singer at least did.
It was interesting, too, that like almost everyone at the show seemed like the same age.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was just a bunch of fucking millennials just standing around.
Sitting around
nodding.
being dumb.
My neck hurt afterwards.
This is
because I was
cool.
just doing this a bunch.
Saying sick merch and then forgetting to buy any of it.
Yeah, it's pretty good merch.
That's every show I've ever been to.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever bought a shirt at a show.
Oh, if I can afford it, I do it. Usually.
Yeah, I don't
Unless
think I
it
do.
like is really bad. Then I won't do it.
Yeah. I remember going to the when we went to that Rage show in Toronto. Mm-hmm. And the t-shirts were like $80.
And they weren't good. It was
like
like they did not
they
try
like sucked.
at all.
Yeah, like they were bad shirts and they were
Even
so expensive.
The Run the Jewels shirts were like not good, and usually Run the Jewels has like really cool merch. But it was just like
Also, no one at that show gave a shit about Run the Jewels. It was wild.
that made me really upset. like there was no one in the stands the whole time, and their sound was not good. And like the house lights were on. Like it was just like, what is going on here?
That was very funny. That all like it seemed like a prom.
Yeah, it was.
It was like
strange.
There were some people having punch. There were some people mingling.
Yeah.
There were some people listening to the cover band.
Yeah, it was very. I don't know. I'm not really a show person.
Yeah, I was like thinking about this. Like, it takes a lot to get me to a show. Like, I have to really be like, okay, I do love this band.
Yeah.
And I'll go. Like, that's a short list. Yeah. Like, I'll go to like probably 3 or 4 local shows a year. Like, either like just because someone else is going, or maybe I know someone who's playing. And then maybe once a year, it's because I wanted to go. It's like, oh, this is a thing I like. I'll go to this.
Yeah. I'm just...
That's a once a year thing.
I don't know. This is because I'm aged. Is like, I like to talk to my friends and I like to sit down. And going to a show is like neither of those things are allowed.
You can't do anything. Yeah.
No.
I've never been a huge fan of just like. I go to shows. I love going to shows. I love live music.
Ugh.
Yeah. Must love dogs. Must love live music. Looking for the Pam to my gym. Like, must love live music. And then it's just like EDM.
Yeah. It's like, that's barely
Wait a
live.
second. It's barely. Oh, yeah. It's barely music.
Yeah. I've never been a...
You like to do MDMA.
Yeah. You like to
like
do Molly and dance.
Which is fine, but let's call a spade a spade.
Exactly. It's a separate hobby than live music.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've always said, like, living in Austin for almost 6 years, like, I feel
live music
like
capital of the world, baby.
Got my fill. Like, I went to so many shows and house shows, and it just, like, after a while, it was just like, can we just, like, is there someone quiet we can just, like, sit down and, like, get to know each other? Like, you're all my best friends. I don't know anything about you.
How often did this happen where you would go somewhere expecting to do that? Maybe that was even the plan. And then it's like, oh, we've got a live music event. Like, we've got an act. We've got a cover band.
A lot. Like, where...
Does it really?
Yeah.
I guess it happens here, too, sometimes, yeah.
You know, there's, like, bars that have, like, resident bands that have, like, a standing, you know, every other Saturday they play or something like that. So it's like, we'll go on, like, a Saturday afternoon and it's, like, fine. And then, like, around 6 p.m. you start hearing, like, sound check and you're just like, God damn it. Like, no.
Yeah.
And then you start, like, having to yell at each other.
You have to yell. You have to yell over the sound check. And then you have to be the person who's like, well, we got to get out of here before this starts.
I know. You have to be the asshole.
And you feel like, so
this
bad. Like,
sucks.
This is not what we're here for. Like, I'll just try to leave. In those cases, I'll try to leave before the show starts.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, just get out of there as quickly as possible. Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to wait around to see if this is good or bad because I want to leave regardless.
Yeah, exactly.
No matter what, hey, best thing in the world. Hey, future star. I gotta get out of there. Exactly. If I'm not feeling if we're like trying to talk or something.
Right. If I'm like trying to hang out with my friends, like music is not going to improve that experience at all. Yeah.
No, yell agreeing with each other for a while.
Yeah.
Same, yeah.
Don't like music.
You don't like music.
I'm not.
I don't know anything about it.
I'm not. I used to listen to a lot of music, and now the thought of like trying to get into like an album or something is just like,
Oh, okay.
Like,
there's some I like. I like to get into them.
Do stuff at my computer, like music just distracts me because I either want to focus on what I'm doing at my computer or listen to my music, like not both at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like why when I listen to podcasts, I just sit and listen, which is like
that's
psychotic
crazy
behavior.
to me. I can't believe you do that.
But I want to hear what they're saying, and if I'm doing something else, I won't hear what they're saying.
You have never done like a menial task? Like the dishes.
No, I mean, yeah. Or like if I'm walking somewhere or something. But like,
yeah, this is the only time I listen
to a podcast while I'm working or something is like,
oh no, that's
not gonna work for me.
No, if you're doing that, your job should be automated, and you should be paid for it anyway.
Well, sure, yeah, of course.
Yeah, if you could listen to a podcast while doing your job, you should just get your full paycheck, and a robot should do your job.
I will say there was a point in my career where I was at that perfect like the line going this way and the line going this way. I was right at the intersection of like my job was like I knew enough about my job to do my tasks while listening to a podcast, even though I did have to like sit there and code. And I remember I was listening to
I guess that makes sense.
I was listening to true crime podcasts in the office, and all of my coworkers,
of course, you were
knew, because like I would be like typing away, coding something, and I'd just go, or like, oh my god, and they're just like, what? And I'm like,
you're getting white women scared.
Yeah,
true crime.
It's murder.
I think I need to take a break from my boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. I'm walking in my closed, gated corporate parking garage with my keys between my knuckles at like 4:30 p.m.
As if like, you would ever be able to stop someone.
Hey, I'm a slasher, man.
Yeah, but so are they.
I'm like windmill.
I think the idea is so are they.
Well, sure, but like I'm just saying.
The keys thing, I'm
fight.
like, I don't think that works.
It's more of a like if someone won't leave you alone, not if someone's like already their intent is to
you're getting Zodiac. Yeah, if you're getting Zodiac, you're not stopping them with keys.
Tough to stop that, but
if someone's it's
like
tough to stop that one.
You can just like punch them in the
you
face
can,
with your keys.
That would work.
Run away.
That would rule.
Yeah. I mean, it's something, you know.
It's something. I get it.
It's something, and I'm so weak.
I mean, I'm more speaking to you as an individual.
Oh yeah.
Not suggesting people don't do this at all. I'm saying you.
Oh no, that's like every woman knows to put their keys between their knuckles. But I will say, like I personally, Alexa, needs something extra because if I hit someone in the face with just a fist, it's not going to do anything. Like,
no, nothing.
It's going to be like a light breeze rolled through. Like, it's not going to hurt.
It somehow hurts you more.
Yeah, I'm like, and they're like,
ow.
Who's there? I think a bird just hit me.
I think a bird just hit me. Oh my God, your hand fell off.
And my entire arm is just dangling because I tried to hit someone.
Dislocated every joint in your arm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I need a little bit of weaponry. But now I don't really leave my house, so it's okay.
It's its own kind of weapon. Prevention.
It's more, it's the best offensive is a good defense, you know?
Yes, I think that's the opposite of the phrase, but...
It is the opposite of the phrase. I did like your long pause. Yes.
Huh? Yes.
Really weak, like, yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Was that good for you? Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes. What
yes.
is yes?
What is yes? It's not Jeopardy. The opposite of no. What is yes?
I saw. Never mind. That never works out for me.
Okay. Tried to do something.
I saw a meme, and then I'm going to tell you what
that never works. That never works.
It never works for many people.
It doesn't really. No one should do that.
Yeah.
If you can't just show it, like show it on your phone.
Right.
Hey, look at this. Funny. Ha ha. I'm laughing. I'm having a great time. Someone describes it to me. No.
I know. It's lame. It's lame stuff. But I try to do it every time.
Lame stuff. It's not what the show is.
No, this is not tell me every meme you can remember.
Tell me every, yeah. Which, I mean, might be better than whatever we do.
Look, I like that we don't do anything.
I think it's fine. I'm just always going to bring it up. I'm always going to bring up that we don't know what we're doing. No. And I'm always throwing you pitches, and you're like, and
I just turn away like,
Yeah, you're
I don't even try to hit him.
I can't even. Oops, strike.
Hits me in the
shoulder.
shoulder.
I struck out. Yeah, you have to walk. Oh, I didn't want to do that.
Quit walking me, man.
Yeah, I just have to walk in every home run by just repeatedly hitting you with 95 mile an hour.
Underhand.
Yeah, just underhand bonks off your head. Let's see. It's a ring toss game. I'm just gonna try to bounce the ball off Alexa's forehead, and eventually they'll get some runs.
Nope.
The other team,
Not
Team
me.
Alexa. But instead, nope. It's I'm ejected every game.
Yeah.
Sees me mouth something under my breath, and he says, "You're out of here." And I said, "Oh, you're out of here! No, you're out of here!
That's
You can't
how
eject
it works.
You can't eject me. I eject you, ump."
Damn it!
Then the ump,
my one weakness.
Yeah, the ump picks me up and just throws me over the entire crowd, right out of the stands into the parking lot.
You just it's like Dragon Ball Z, you just turn into a star eventually.
Yeah, just bing, there's a little glimmer
Yeah.
as I'm swung and hurled away into the night sky.
He like winds up really big and flings you.
I get flung into the fireworks, just
Or
blasted into bits.
into the sun, and we just see like a little poof,
And then the northern lights show up, solar flare style.
and it's just your face, but like looking down, like the
And
Teletubbies sun baby.
And my tears are the rain that then washes over everyone, and it's beautiful. And there's a rainbow.
There's definitely a rainbow.
Afterwards, yeah. That's because I'm an ally. And I say that.
As you disappear. That's because I'm an ally.
Yeah, there's just the words just echo in everyone's ears. They're like,
Fade
who
away.
said that? Oh, look, there's a rainbow. That must be what that voice meant.
Who's an ally? Who was that?
Who just got thrown into the sun and turned into a solar storm?
Oh,
That's
what a
good. That's good
wild-
stuff.
Yeah.
What a fun time. We're having
What a
fun.
baseball game we attended.
Yeah, God, I don't. They're boring. I'm sorry.
Oh, I love baseball.
Do
Attending
you like
the
going
games,
to the game?
as
I guess it's more
every
fun,
other
but it's just
sport, it's more fun to be at the game than it is to watch it on TV.
well, okay, fair, but we're talking like as lowest common denominators go, this one is a little bit better. Like I'd much rather go to a basketball game than a baseball game.
See, for me, the going to a faster paced game like basketball or hockey is worse live because
Is worse
I will
'cause
not watch the game because it's going too quickly and I'm distracted by
Right.
other stuff.
You
Like
like a slow
baseball-
paced.
Yeah, baseball
You
is
want to go
great
to a
live.
Hey, you
because
won't
you're
go to
like,
the you won't go to the pitch, mate. See the match.
I do. It's like you can go get a hot dog, you come back, nothing's really changed. Go to the bathroom,
It's
come
nice.
back, nothing really changed. You didn't really miss anything, you know?
If it was a dirt cheap game,
That's why I love going to the AAA here in Buffalo.
yeah, that seems fun because I bet
It's
the
like-
I bet the like the concessions are not like you're not breaking
They're
the
not-
bank either
No, you're not.
because that sucks. Like
and they're like
you
so
go to
good.
like I remember going to like a Rangers game and you're like, oh
yeah.
great, a $15 Land Shark beer.
Yeah.
Like, oh wow, I love this.
Yeah, like a 16-ounce blue light at the stadium here is like $7.
Still high, but not bad.
It's stadium prices, but it's not crazy.
Yeah,
Or
that's
like,
what I
mean,
see.
They have local breweries that like you get like a 16-ounce IPA for $8. So I'm probably wrong about the blue light. It's probably like $6
Yeah,
for like an
when in
aluminum
doubt,
pint, you know?
when in doubt, you're probably wrong.
Because I do remember the IPAs being $8, and I was like, this is like being at a regular bar. Like, this is how much it costs at bars.
And then you had 10, and you're like, oh no.
Then I had 10, and then I went home and went to sleep.
And then like your face showed up in the sky. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this weird like kind of cosmic angel-esque, cherubesque.
Cosmic angel. And I will say AAA baseball is more fun because they know, like, baseball's already boring, and if they're not professional, it's probably more boring. So there's, like, a lot of activities that happen in between innings and stuff that are really entertaining, like mascot races and stuff like that, where people in giant heads.
Oh,
like,
do you
have
love
to run
those? Those are
around.
fun.
Yeah.
That's what I love about. I remember like I haven't been to a basketball game in a while, but I always remember there being fun things at the breaks.
Yeah.
Like dunk, like mascot dunk contest. That's a lot
Love
of
it.
fun. Where
Love
they've got
them.
a cool trampoline that launches them. Great, love that. That's a
Yeah.
blast.
And they, like, fake sucking, so they just, like, kind of face plant into the mat, and everyone's like, ooh.
Yeah, it's like oh, and then one of them's like fake sucking off the other one, and you're like, what the hell?
I know.
The
You're
fuck's
like,
going
there's
on
kids
down
here.
there?
What is this?
There's kids there, and they're like, make them watch. Like, you can
Ew.
talk? The mascots can talk? And they only say filth? What the heck?
They're like bad people? I didn't know this.
The mascots are only bad people when they talk? They're great people otherwise. But when they talk, they turn into bad people. Yeah, or like the person with the poles spinning the plates.
Love.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's great.
Did you know
That's a
there's
great time.
people that like know all about, like, they go to so many NBA games that they know all the different, like, halftime shows, because it's all like, it's a group of halftime performers that just
like
do
circuit?
like a circuit. Yeah. So, like, there are people that go to enough games that know all of them, and
like personally, or just have seen them all?
Just like know them,
collected
like,
them all.
They know which ones are going to be at what game, so they'll like go to that game.
I never thought about it, but it makes sense.
Yeah, my favorite.
It seems like something that would, surely people are going
was,
to every game.
Quick Change. I always loved Quick Change.
Which one's that? I'm not familiar.
It's a man and a woman, and they do like kind of like a ballroom dancing routine, but then the woman is changing into like 30 different dresses very quickly.
Okay.
Like to where he'll like dump confetti over her head, and when the confetti falls, she's wearing an entirely new dress, and you're like, how did this happen?
How'd they do that?
Or he'll like shake a screen and then drop it, and she's like in a whole new outfit, and you're just like, wow, what are you doing back there?
Whoa.
And there's no clothes on the floor, so you're like, where are these clothes coming from?
Secret pockets.
Yeah, it's true.
But it's pockets and hooks
like,
and wires.
It's like special. They're like sewn into the other one, so she just like flips the skirt over, and it's like a whole new dress. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But it's still, it's
tricks
cool.
of the trade.
It's neat.
It is neat. When it goes wrong, like the confetti clears, and there's just a mess of flesh and wires and bones. Like the contraption is horribly malfunctioned. Oh, cover their eyes. The mascot says, "Let them watch."
Yeah, I like Quick Change.
Quick Change. Yeah, I've never seen that one. I might. I would love it. The plate one is fun. I think it's the blade one.
I think she's called Red Panda. She like climbs on a pole and like has like a tea set and like throws it in the air and catches it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah. Or like the plates are like on the pole, and she climbs the pole while the plates are still on there. Yeah.
Yeah. Wild. Cool. Crazy.
I know. These people are so talented.
Yeah, and yet that was always a joke. What are you going to college for? Underwater basket weaving? It's like, yeah, if I had done that.
In a tank,
yeah, it's like
that
if I had done that, I'd be the only one. I'd be the only one who could do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what David Blaine did. Underwater mind freaking.
Yep. I love David Blaine and Chris Angel. Sue me.
I don't think I've ever seen a Chris Angel act.
It's much more... Because, like, David Blaine started doing the, like, Daredevil stuff, right? Where he, like, sits in a
It's like feats of, like...
endurance.
Yeah, exactly. Feats of wildness. Like...
But Chris Angel, like... The one I remember watching where I was like, oh, shit, I like Chris Angel, is he goes to a pool, like, at a hotel in Vegas... in like the middle of the day, and there's obviously like a ton of people hanging out there and partying.
Yeah, having a great time.
And he just walks on water. And there's people there's people swimming under him, swimming in front of him, behind him. So it's like, where's the clear stuff that he's stepping on, you know?
Yeah, where's the what's he doing?
How's he doing it? Is he Jesus? He might just be Jesus.
Chris
Angel is the second coming. Yeah, but he spells it Criss.
That's to throw you off the scent.
Right. You just add a T, take away an S, add an H. Christ.
Yeah. You just take away this, do this, just replace around. Yep. There we go. Done.
It's Christ Angel.
But now he's like someone does that in front of him, and he's like he warps into a horrible being, like a mass that we cannot comprehend.
You speak Chris Angel's name backwards into a puzzle box, and he suddenly becomes a huge demon.
Hey, Chris Angel, if you like lose one of the S's, he's like, don't do it, and then you add an H and a no and a T, then it says Christ Angel.
His face peels back.
Yeah. That's how he did it. Oh, okay.
Oh, because he's actually otherworldly. Got it.
They're just like it's like a permanent blinding light in
I
that
knew it
spot
was
forever.
fake.
Yeah.
A beam of light shooting to heaven
Yeah,
forever.
forever.
I guess he's
Dang,
gone.
maybe I shouldn't have done that then, should I? Yeah.
His contract was almost up at the Bellagio.
Yeah. I think he was going to do a residency at the Flamingo.
The MGM.
You've never been to Vegas.
I have not. I
We
don't
all gotta
have
go.
a ton of
Gotta go.
interest in going to Vegas, but more in the classical sense of casinos and the Strip and clubs and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
no
I mean,
thanks.
it's the annoying, I'll say the annoying thing out loud. I'll say the annoying part out loud. That old
Yeah.
Vegas is more Old Vegas is more interesting than the Strip.
yeah, that's what I would want to do. Is
But the
like,
Strip is like wild. You got to go.
I would go just to like walk down it, and I know I would immediately get completely overstimulated and need to leave,
Yeah.
or else I would
That
be a
happened to-
bitch to everyone.
That happened to me.
That's
like,
crazy.
I had to like go to my hotel room and just like
Just like lay in the dark.
sleep,
Like,
lay down for like an hour.
yeah,
And then I got so pissed off trying to go back to my hotel room because
Yes.
they have guards that check if you're allowed to go into the elevators.
oh, I mean,
It's like you need to show me your room key and your ID, and I'm like, what the fuck? Get
Just
the
let me
fuck out
get
of
in
my
my
way!
lap. Yeah.
I'm about to freak out. And like,
I just
You're not
saw
always- they're
too
not always
many
checking.
lights. I saw too
Yeah,
many
I
neon
just-
lights, and now I'm a bitch.
true, yeah, yeah.
I'd
Good
wanna
time,
go,
though.
like,
Good time, great time.
In the like, somewhere in between like 11 and 3, I think it's when I would want to just like take a walk down the Strip, see it.
There's no
like-
avoiding it. No.
Well, you know what I mean? Like just and then just not like I don't like we're not walking down that street. We're walking down a different street. You know what I mean? Like any other time.
I really want you to
like-
go to figure out how much that you can't do any of that.
I want
you're
to
off-
figure out a
there's
way to
one
visit
street-
Vegas without walking down the Strip.
There's one strip. You can't if you're
Surely
on the
there's
strip,
more streets.
but not on the strip.
Well, right. That's what I'm saying. It's like never walk down the Strip except that one time. There's other
You
streets
had the
to
one
walk
time.
down.
Yeah. Yeah, it's big. It's insane.
Like if you need
It's
to
like-
get somewhere, you can avoid walking the Strip. Maybe it'll take longer, but surely they have other
Yeah, you could
streets
cut
going
through.
that same direction. You know?
They're far away. Because it's so big.
I'm looking at
The
a map.
street itself is so big, and then the casinos on either side are so
I do know
wide
they take up a lot of fucking
that it's like
space.
you have to walk past them to get to another street, and then you're like, it's like an alleyway.
Right. I mean, I'm gonna walk down.
Yeah, this
fucking
is good.
Tropicana Avenue, and that's where I'm gonna go. You can't make me not. I'm gonna
not
walk
gonna try.
past the Taco Bell Cantina on Las Vegas Boulevard.
That sounds great, actually.
I know it's right next to a
I would-
Chick-fil-A too.
I would go there. Well, I'd go to Taco Bell Cantina.
Wait, is that the Strip? Google Maps told me the wrong thing. It put me on a highway. That's the Strip. Las Vegas Boulevard is the Strip.
You're looking at the wrong street.
Well, I told fucking Google to tell me where the Strip is, and it didn't.
Took you to a local
Okay,
a
I'm
local
walking
joint, huh?
down Koala Lane. Wait, what? I don't think
You're
that's
in-
right.
Are you in Aussie? Are you Aussie, mate?
Oh yeah, I'm in Las Vegas, Australia.
Las Vegas, Queensland, Australia.
Yeah. New South Wales,
Yeah.
Las Vegas. Anyway. Yeah, I'd go. I just would need to really prepare,
You do.
psychologically
You absolutely do.
and physically. I feel like I need to hit the
Also
gym
that.
a couple times.
Yeah. Never a bad idea.
It's not, but really train for it,
Yeah. get
Like,
that
the difference
cardio up,
between
that endurance, heart rate
working
up.
out
Yeah.
and training. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you need to train.
I need to train.
Yeah, you need to get a trainer. Get some
Yeah.
jumpers, some joggers, some trainers. Just, and you're like, what are you training for? Marathon? Like, no, going to Vegas.
I'm going to Vegas, and I'm not excited.
Oh, we better up these intervals then.
Oh, crap. You should have said something.
Oh no, there's only a week left. You'll never survive the Cantina Laredo trip. Taco Bell Cantina. I said a local Texas chain.
Yeah, you did.
That's
My
local
favorite.
to Dallas.
My favorite place in the airports.
Cantina Laredo.
Yeah, a little pre-flight marg.
Do you think it's from Laredo, Texas? Can't be.
No.
No way. Anyway,
This is good
yeah,
content.
this is great. We're having fun. We're making jokes. You'll never survive Las Vegas, which you'll probably never go, but you should go. We should go. That'd be fun.
Yeah. It's headquartered
It's relatively.
in Dallas, by the way. Just
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was really wondering. I was so
you
curious.
cared. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's why I told you.
No, Taco Bell cantinas sound cool.
Yeah,
Don't
I
they
wanna
have
go to
like
one.
they have like Baja Blast margaritas?
Yes. Yeah.
That would be cool. I mean,
I
I'm
like
not a
that.
big I'm not a huge Taco Bell like psycho, but
I am.
I think it would be good to go. I think it'd be fun to go.
I think it would be really fun.
Yeah. It's like the
Like-
peak of just this like hellscape we live in.
Yeah.
It's just
like, why not lean into it once in a while? You know?
yeah.
Why
Although
not
it's funny that
be consumerist?
right. It's funny though that like Taco Bell makes these like cantina bars and it's like okay, that's like funny and good in a kind of way that we're all laughing despite the collapse.
Right. It's like
then
it's the same vibe as like, you know where I want to go to get fucked up tonight? Applebee's.
Applebee's,
You know?
yeah, Club Apple. Yeah.
It's like the same vibe of like, let's go do
Which
something kitschy
you-
and dumb.
You do that, you end up hanging out with
It's
the bartenders.
sad.
They're doing coke until 4 a.m. You
It's
wake
never
up.
fun.
You wake up in a car. You don't know where you're going to.
You have a big
You end up-
scar on your on your
different.
left side.
You end up at a bunny ranch
Uh-oh.
and have to figure out how to get back.
Just because you went to the Taco Bell Cantina on the Las Vegas Strip, you end up in a bunny ranch in a bathtub of ice.
Yeah, that's a true story. That's not my
What?
story.
Oh, God.
That's a true story. It
Well,
was
of
yeah.
course- I think it's many people's stories.
a happy hour at Applebee's turned into waking up on the road to a bunny ranch in like West Texas.
No. I hate that.
Yeah, with a bunch of just like coked out, I don't know, bartenders.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
So I was gonna say yeah. So like Cantina Taco Bell. Funny. We can laugh at that. It's
Yeah.
kind of grim. It's kind of bleak. But then Starbucks tries to do that stupid.
yeah.
What's it called? Starbucks
Oh.
Reserve, or like
No.
the
what were
Starbucks
they
the Starbucks
called?
ones that have wine,
Yeah.
and it's just the bitchiest, dumbest
Yeah, it's
thing
not good.
you've ever like. It sucks so much. Everyone immediately is like,
It's so
"This is
lame.
dumb. This is
Yeah.
stupid." No one gives a shit. Starbucks.
Yeah. 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 Starbucks
What are those called?
I don't remember. It might be Reserve. But Reserve is like their brand for their like roasteries.
Okay, I don't
Their
know.
fancier coffees. I don't
That's
remember.
like the coffee that doesn't suck, but still probably
It
does.
still sucks. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's just more expensive. Cool. I love
It's
this world.
coffee that they actually roasted to the specifications of the bean rather than just fucking burning the shit out of it.
Coffee
make
as
it
good as you would
have
get at
flavor.
any other place.
Right. Coffee you would get from like fucking yeah, just like some major market like bean dealer. Like a Folgers kind
Who's
of
your bean
situation.
dealer? You got a guy?
You got a bean guy?
Yeah, I'm looking
I
for
got
a
a bean
plug.
guy. It's my husband.
Looking, Looking for a bean plug?
Bean plug.
Your husband is a bean guy. He loves cooking beans.
He loves a bean. He's a beanman.
Beanman. Big bean guy. Bean boy.
Yeah. Yeah, bean boy for sure. I'm going to start calling him that in bed.
Yeah, he'll like that. That'll be good. He'll love that for you and him.
Yeah, he will. Ooh, there's my big bean boy. There's my bean boy. Wow. Ooh, you look
What's my big strong bean boy been doing?
You making beans?
Have you been working out? Cooking beans?
You been eating beans, bean boy?
He's just farting around.
Oh, the magical fruit.
Don't. I hate this so much.
Ooh, that
The
fruit.
Ooh.
Show me how magical that fruit is.
Ooh, bean boy, show me your magical fruit.
Make me toot.
No, I'm not gonna I'm gonna shut this one down.
Damn
We're gonna have to know, but
Damn it.
something. Your husband makes you queef joke. We can put the pieces together. Everyone can do those jokes in their head. You can do those jokes on your own time.
I was thinking more like the orgasm
my
is
God,
just like me going.
Ugh, Jesus Christ! Even somehow worse.
Of course, it's worse. Nobody does that. Or I just, instead of any sounds coming out of my mouth, I just rip one.
You're just
that was good for me.
You're just ripping wild. Was that good for you? Yes.
Don't you smell it?
Ugh. Foul jokes.
I know. Oh, it's funny. Anyway, speaking of sex. Love.
Cool. Damn, that's so cool. What a cool way to segue. Anyway, speaking of sex.
Love.
Hey, speaking of love and sex. Yeah, I've never had it. I don't know anything about it.
Love or sex.
Never known. Never the two shall meet. One's for fun, the other's for pain.
Sex, pain, love, fun.
Yes. Love to be in love. Sex hurts.
Oh, do you remember? I was trying to remember what story I was trying to tell you while you were here, where you were like, no. And
What
Brad,
story were you trying to tell me?
my husband stood up and was like, I'm not going to be here for this. But I ended up not telling him.
Ooh, yes.
What was it?
This probably happened a few times.
It did. And it was all different stories. Because I have a lot of wild
Much like
hookup stories.
much like you stopping yourself when you're about to explain a meme you saw. Mm-hmm. The other habit that goes hand in hand with this is segueing into a story you don't remember.
I do remember all of them. I'm trying to pick which one I should tell.
Ah, gotcha. You're trying to remember which one it was in that moment that you were thinking to tell.
Okay. I think one of them was a guy I dated.
You can't summarize them.
No.
This isn't how it works.
I'm going to give you like little,
Don't give me the doors. Doors to pick.
categories. Yeah, I'm going to give you doors to pick.
What's behind?
Door number 1 is guy that I actually dated and his dog. Door number 2 is
Jesus. Wait,
guy
I
that
think I know that one.
kind of dated and his friend ruined it.
His friend's dog.
No. His friend was kind of like the dog. Oh God, I have many.
We gotta preface this. This was such a harsh shing cut.
I don't look. We already prefaced it by saying we don't know what we're doing.
It is fair. I guess that is sort of my preface, my catch-all preface for what this is. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I'll take a page out of your book and not care.
Finally.
I don't care.
You actually.
I don't care.
You care too much.
Yeah, if there's one thing I'm guilty of, it's caring too much.
Mm-hmm. What's my greatest weakness? caring too much.
Yeah,
I'm kind
too
of a
strong.
perfectionist.
Do things too well. Hate it.
Yeah. It's really hard for me.
It's really hard for me. Yes, incredibly so.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that for you.
Alexa, I'd love your show to be good. What should we do? Any ideas? I don't care.
No ideas.
And I'm just seeing red. You're like, anyway, here's 3 whore doors for you to pick.
Oh, I have so many.
Yeah, there's like more than 3, but you've given.
there's-
So what was the? So we've got guy and dog. Who knows where that could go? And then we've got guy and friend. Oh, spicy. And then we've got door number 3, which is.
Let's see. God. Which one? Ooh, stinky
Which
guy.
of the which? Oh, okay. Ugh. Well, I don't think I'm gonna pick stinky guy. Just throwing that out there. So
I'm
it's
glad.
either
That's the least
it's
interesting.
either it's either the guy and the dog you had sex with, or it's
Guy and friend.
something with a friend. Guy and friend. You know what? Let's do the dog. Let's do door number 1. What?
Okay.
Who hosted that? What show is that? Door number 1.
That's
It's not Price is Right.
Shit, what is that? It's called
I wanted to say Bob.
the one-
Bob, I'll do door number 1, but that's not right.
currently it's hosted by Wayne Brady, and everyone wears costumes in the audience,
That's pretty fun.
and it's called what do I do about that? What's it called? It's called
What do you say about that one, friend?
Doors. Let's
Doors.
Make a deal.
How many are there? Oh, okay. Let's make a deal.
Yeah.
Wait, that's just deal or no deal.
No. It's he has like a regular prize, or you can pick one of the doors. Like you can pick a prize, and he'll be like,
Right.
one of these doors has a better prize than this prize. And then you can say either I want the current prize or I want to pick a door.
There's 3 doors?
Sometimes
I think you should always.
depending on the part of the game you're in, sometimes it's not as many as 3. Sometimes they only give you a single door to pick from. I think like the final game, if you like made it all the way to the end, you get to pick from 3 doors, and one of them has like a car or something.
3 doors down.
Love it.
Yeah. One of these doors behind it has your Superman. The other door has your kryptonite. Choose widely, bitch.
Choose widely.
Widely. Choose widely. Yeah. You know what? We'll blow past it. It's early. Didn't get to do any warm-ups.
Yeah, sure.
No.
Quit lying.
That's what we'll say.
Quit lying.
We didn't do any. I didn't do any vocal warm-ups.
Oh yeah, you didn't do Unique New York or anything.
I didn't say any of those funny little things a million times on mic while you have to listen to me
You
do
say
it.
I don't care? Sounds like you
Hey.
don't care.
You know what? It's hard being
did-
the only one who it's hard being the only one who cares.
I did
I
a
don't have enough
crossword.
care.
I did a Sudoku. I got my brain.
All today?
working. Uh-huh.
All today?
I did Wordle, Connections, Strands, Mini Crossword, Regular Crossword, Easy Sudoku, and I started the medium Sudoku, but then we had
And before I knew it, it was 5 p.m. and I was like, calling it a day. Hey, it's quitting time.
Hey, got a lot done today. All my
Dang.
puzzles.
Phew, I'm so smart. I got every puzzle done. Every app puzzle done. It's just
Yay.
all New York Times.
It is.
They have one like kind of like environment, one suite of apps.
It's literally NewYorkTimes.com/games.
Great.
They have a whole
Love that.
spread. They have many games that I don't do because they're too hard.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're doing the easy games and then bragging about them.
No, I think a lot of people would agree with me that Connections is not that easy, but I'm just really good at it, and everyone else sucks.
Okay. Well, speaking of easy and sucks, Let's talk about door number 1.
Guy with dog.
Guy with dog.
Oh, so many stories about guy with dog.
Oh my god, you didn't even have one story?
No, I'm gonna tell.
I know, but you like had like it was like a category?
No, God.
I'm just giving you a hard time for the listeners' sake.
So he had this dog who was a blue heeler.
This is why you don't like blue heelers. This is why you don't like
Yes.
blue heelers, huh?
Well,
okay.
She apparently was exactly the way blue heelers are, and it was too high energy anyway.
And so they're kind of like a cattle dog?
Yeah, and they're like, they'll herd you, like they nip at your ankles, and like they bark a lot, and they run around a lot, and it's just like...
just go in circles.
So fucking much. But they were really attached. So, as people who date do, we would have sex. And
You say it like someone who's really, really has.
I'm really into sex.
So like people who have gone on some dates, they'd kind of like have sex together.
They'd have sex. And
okay.
So we would do
How
that.
long have you been seeing this guy?
Total, we saw each other for like
At
3
this
months.
point. At this point. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. That's like not long enough to really have ever. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
None of this matters. But we would like. First of all, he would like throw around fingers in the butt sometimes, and I was just
damn. Okay.
Sir, I have not
coming out of the
whatsoever.
Gate. No warning.
You can't just be. I mean,
He's
it wasn't like
around.
Get in there. Like it was just like, and I'm just like,
ugh, that's so much worse. I was gonna joke that he's like doing all 4, like bing, 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 bing,
like, like practicing typing.
Yeah, exactly. He's trying to get his word count up. Working on my WPM, babe.
So did we get like done with that, and like immediately he'd like roll over and go, "Okay, Dolly, come here, it's your turn," and I'd be like,
your turn.
Right?
Sticking his finger in his dog's butt?
No, but then he'd like, pet her and let her kiss his face and stuff, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like,
He's like, she's licking his fingers.
What the heck? You're
You're
right,
like, oh
dude,
no, this is
yes.
awful.
And
I would be disgusted. I'd be
naked.
just.
And I'm just laying there like, what the?
Dog's kicking him, clawing his balls.
Happening? Like, what the hell?
There's a dog just in the bed suddenly.
And
and they're like they're like a medium-sized dog, right?
They're like corgi size kind of.
Well, that's small.
But they're like dense. She was like 40 or 50 pounds. Like she was fucking thick, but she was like short.
Yeah.
A
menace.
Yes. My God. So that, like, I got sick of that because it was like almost every time that he would like open the door and call her in. And
that is
like,
weird.
I'm so sorry. We had to leave. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on, dude?
It's been 30 seconds.
Seriously, like not that long. Like your dog's fine for 10 minutes. Like, come on.
Yeah. Your dog's gonna be okay. How long do you go to work for?
Right? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Surely you leave the house for longer than this. Probably every time.
We worked together. I was at work.
Oh
with
my!
him.
Oh damn!
Well, no. It wasn't like that. It was just like
you weren't coworkers.
We were both pedicabbers at the same pedicab shop.
Ugh. Okay.
Whatever. Anyway, So after too long of that, I was like, I gotta break up with this guy. But I kept
seeing him around town on your routes.
No. I kept like. I kind of did the like fade out thing where he'd be like, hey, we should hang out tonight. I'd be like, oh, so it's like 2 weeks of like being like unavailable, but it was really just like I knew I was going to break up with him and I wasn't ready to do it, but I didn't want to. You were just
because you're your early 20s, you don't know how to do this, so you just sort of like
I was like 23 3 or 4.
You're just fading, the old fade away play.
I was trying to fade out. And then I decided, you know what? I'm going to do it. And he had texted me like, hey, can we get dinner tonight? And I was like,
oh,
yes.
You've told this story before. You've told this one before.
Not on pod.
You probably told it all. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Dinner time?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Do it again. Who cares?
So he's like, hey, let's get dinner tonight. And I was like, you know what? Yes.
Where'd you go?
Because we have to talk. We went to a ramen place that is like
slurp.
Counter, like it was a very small place, so it had like a couple tables in the middle, like a couple 2-people tables in the middle, and then a counter facing the ramen makers and a counter like against the wall.
Sure.
And
you painted a beautiful picture with that.
We order at the thing, and he's like, I'm gonna get this and this, what do you want? And I'm just like, I'm not really hungry, because I knew I was gonna break up with him,
right?
And so we go and sit down. He gets his ramen, and he's like,
wait, who had suggested going to dinner?
He did.
Oh, okay.
And he suggested the ramen place as well.
Okay, fair.
Because it was like around the corner from our pedicab shop, so he was going into work that night, and I wasn't going to work. So I was like, yeah, that's fine, because it was downtown. I was like, I'll just go, like, get a beer after I do
Let's
this
be
to
honest.
you.
We all know what you're doing after this, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm breaking up with someone. I'm like, I'm going to need a drink after this. Anyway, so he breaks up with me, and I'm sitting there like, oh, thank God. He's like, I just feel like our schedules are totally different. Like, it's really not matching up. Maybe we should just call.
And you're like,
and I was like, oh,
you're
my
like,
God.
yeah, you're like, yeah, I'm trying to fade away from you. Like,
no, I mean, in my head, I'm like, oh, thank God. But to him,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you're right.
it just doesn't work.
You're so right. It's too.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to hear.
This is really tough, but I think it's for the best. As I'm saying,
I've been
I'm staring at his ramen,
thinking
like,
about it. Oh, you're getting hungry.
I was hungry. I didn't want to eat with him, though, because I knew I was breaking up with him.
Right.
And then when he broke up with me, while he had a giant bowl of ramen, I was like, fuck, I should have gotten ramen. Like, damn it, my favorite food.
Wait, so you didn't just leave?
No, we, like, ended so amicably that I went over to the shop with him and drank out
you walked to work?
pedicab beer while he, like, got ready to leave and left. And then I went.
That's really wild.
To get my own dinner because I was so hungry.
I did not expect. I expected you to be like, I didn't order anything because I know I'm going to break up with this guy. He breaks up with me. Like, okay, great. Well, I guess I'm going to take off.
No. Well, because I was like, well, I guess that's it. And he was like finishing up. So he was like, well, I'm going over to the shop. Do you just want to walk with me? Like, we're friends, right? And I was like, sure, yeah, whatever.
Okay, that's
like,
nice.
Yeah. He was the guy too. He was so insecure. We went to a music festival together, and I saw my friend there at, I forget what show it was. It doesn't matter. But we were standing like in the back, so I went and stood by my friend and like started talking to him. And this friend is like a very tall, chiseled jaw, like attractive guy. But we were never
Handsome
like
man.
we were just friends.
Right.
But he pulls the insanely immature Alexa, Alexa, and I go,
oh, that
what?
sucks.
And I like turn back and I'm like, what? And he goes, I forgot. And I was just like,
oh no,
you were just trying to remind me that you were there while I'm talking
you
to
exist.
this handsome guy.
Yeah, I'm talking to this
like,
hunk.
You're like 30, dude. Like,
oh, he was old. He was much older.
Yeah, he was like 30.
Oh, damn.
And I was 24. Yeah.
Ooh, that's wild. That's a bit of a. That's not the worst thing.
Cringy choice on my part. He was really sweet. He was like a sweet dude. But he also,
nice.
one time
too sweet on his dog, it sounds like.
Yeah, he was. Yikes.
Dogs are great, but you can let them just exist.
Yeah, you can just like hang out with them.
That's what they do.
We were talking about something once, and he was like, I don't know about dinosaurs. And I was like, what don't you, like, what are you talking about? What don't you know? And he's like,
you're like, well, there's a lot we don't know about dinosaurs. So.
Where did they come from? And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like,
the sludge.
Like, we have
slime.
The bones, and we don't know anything about them. He's like basically intimating that dinosaurs aren't real. Like
he thinks they're fake.
Yeah.
He's like that like the creationist, like the Earth is
but,
roughly
not
600, 700 years
in a
old.
religious way, just in a dumb way. He's like,
Oh,
I don't
like-
know. I don't believe what these scientists are telling us about dinosaurs. And I'm like, but they know as much as we know. Like, that's the whole thing.
But
with
where'd the bones
dinosaurs.
come from?
And he's like, how do we know how old they are? And I'm like, because carbon dating. And he's like,
Carbon
yeah, but
dating.
how does that work? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm not a scientist. The scientists
You-
know.
There's a degree for that.
Right, exactly.
There's
it's
a
called
course that-
paleontology. People learn it.
There's a
then we
course
all
you can
figure it
set
out.
yourself on that will perfectly eventually explain you
And then
the
he's like,
nuances of carbon dating.
Why do we change things about dinosaurs? I'm like, because new things are discovered and they have to change the thing. Like I'm I'm not sure
Yeah.
what word.
I do
like-
love that mentality, but it's like okay, so let me break down for you what a theory is.
It's
But
not
I think that's
a
a-
theory. Like, oh, I have this theory. It's like I have a ton of evidence, and this evidence leads me to conclude this. When there's new evidence added in, there's
Yeah.
a new conclusion. Like,
Yeah, I think,
it's not crazy.
I think a lot of people just don't ever learn about like the concept of theories and like
Like
the fact that
scientific theories.
everything's a theory, and that
Right,
and a
until
theory
we
is
have-
never proven. A theory is
that's the
literally
thing.
never proven true.
Right. We don't.
They simply exist until they are proven false. At which point the
Exactly.
theory is amended until again at some point in the future it is
Because
then
it's-
proven false.
All based on the evidence. Like, you have to make a conclusion
Yeah.
from the evidence you have. And when something new comes out, you go, okay, does the theory match the evidence, including the new evidence, or no? Or
Looks
do we
like it
have to come
does,
up with something
or
else?
We gotta scrap that theory. Gotta
Yeah,
rewrite
maybe
that theory.
Maybe it's different.
Yeah, maybe they. I think they all had feathers, which I think
He
is
had
like a
some-
newer idea.
Oh,
that like
yes. No, I totally
they were all
agree.
like more
I think
like
they had.
more like big birds rather than big
Yeah.
lizards, or like a mix of both. Because
I was
birds and
gonna say, I
lizards are
think
pretty much the same.
Some of them.
Birds and lizards are the
probably-
same.
Yes, sure. Of course.
Why not?
I thought we all knew that.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the four-legged dinosaurs that look like lizards having feathers, and then the ones that look like birds don't have feathers?
I bet that would be weird. That would throw my theory right out the window.
Past each other, like this way. Like the lizard ones evolved to not have feathers, and the bird ones evolved to have feathers. You know, that'd be crazy. Yeah,
Where'd
he
that
said
big
some
turtle
wild
come
stuff.
from? I don't
He
believe it.
also believed in chemtrails being like a sinister thing. He was not the brightest, but I remember telling Brad once
Where did the
about
bones come from?
how do we know how old the
I
bones
love.
are?
I'm just still stuck on the not believing it, that they were real, or where they come
was-
from.
Skeptical.
Like, where did
will
they-
give him
where
the
did-
credit?
It's like if you went to a graveyard and you're like, well, where'd they come from? Where'd all these bones come
Right.
from?
Or
Yeah.
like he
Whoa,
was
who put all
more
these
like-
bones here?
if it was a big comet, shouldn't the bones have like evaporated too? And I'm like, well, no, that's not what the comet did. The comet didn't.
The
like,
Earth is
nuke
still
them.
here. Yeah. It blow up the entire world.
Yeah, he. I told Brad once about how I was like, because this was my first boyfriend after my abusive boyfriend. So like
Sure.
any semblance of nicety, I was like, wow. And
You
I
were
told
head over
Brad
heels.
Once, that I was really sick, and he went to like Whole Foods or something and got me like a $12 like health smoothie, you know, with like the cayenne and the like different vegetables,
Oh,
and
right.
minerals and stuff.
I think
told
you
Brad
told
about that,
this on the
and
pod too.
he was like, so he got you
Was
something
nice.
when you were sick?
Yeah.
I'm
like,
not seeing the like impressiveness.
what's the problem here?
And I was like, damn.
Oh, I get it. You
You're
were
so
painting
right.
this as like this was a
like,
quality.
can you believe he did that for me? And he's like, he took care of you when you were sick. I'm not seeing the, and I'm like,
Well, yeah, I
wow,
think to
you're-
some people.
you're right.
Well, no, I mean, I'll see. I'll say, you know what? I'm gonna say both sides on that one. Because I think for some people, yeah, that's just like a kindness that you do. But I think it's also equally fair if you've never experienced that, you would think it's a very good thing.
Well, sure. And like, I think that's the thing is, first of all, it put it into perspective. Like, wow, I like put this guy like as a nice guy on a pedestal because he like did this one like kind of base level nice thing for me.
Yeah.
And it also put into perspective Brad, like, and how great he is, where it's like he was like, I don't like
Where does the story go? Yeah.
Good boyfriend. Like, I don't see what's so impressive about this. And I'm like, I don't know how men are. I don't know what men are like anymore.
Yeah.
Like, my entire perspective is just completely blown up.
Hey, that's just another day in the life.
Yeah, of guys being good guys.
I would almost think the health smoothie's nice. I would almost think it's like
it was disgusting.
I was gonna say this is how I react to it.
He did also bring me soup. He brought me like a smoothie and a soup. And he was like, I went to Whole Foods before work and got you a smoothie and a soup, and this one's supposed to be like good for colds or whatever. And he was like, and then obviously soup is soup. It's soup.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
what did he do?
God, wow.
What did he do? Get DoorDash to bring you something?
Dude, I would have killed for that if he was like, I can't make
That's
it
what
there,
I would
but
do.
I DoorDashed.
That's what I would do nowadays.
I was going to say this was way pre-pandemic, so he had no problem coming into
this
a
is
sick
a
person's
million.
home.
No, yeah, this is also a million years. Oh, it has nothing to do with sick. But if someone was like across town and they were sick, I'd be like, I'm just gonna DoorDash you something.
He lived in South Austin. I lived in North Austin, and our work was in downtown. So he had to drive like 3 miles up the highway in Austin traffic.
That's crazy.
Deliver this meal to me and then go back downtown. Down to the downtown.
That's a very nice thing to do.
I thought it was nice, but yeah, Brad being like, I don't get it. I was like, I don't either. Why did I should have been like, yes, thank you for the soup, obviously.
Yeah, right. It's almost like, weirder.
Of course you bring me soup.
Your husband's reaction to this story is almost stranger.
The way I do remember the way I told it to him, he was just like, I don't get like the way I told it was very.
Let's dwell on this more. Let's dwell on this some more.
Yeah, let's take it from the top and we'll
figure this out.
Tell the story
let's really let's boil this down. Guy was being good to you. You wanted to fade away from him. He had sex with his dog a lot.
Yes.
Did weird finger pokes. Okay.
Yep. That's
door number. He probably thought that was like a sexy thing to do.
Yeah.
Probably read that in a Cosmopolitan magazine.
Right, Cosmo Men.
Yeah, is that real?
Stick a finger in your girlfriend's butthole.
Yeah,
she'll love it. She'll love the spontaneity. No,
it'll show gumption.
The spontaneity because I don't have a good diet and I drink a lot of beer. You do not need to be sticking anything in there.
Want to spice things up?
Ugh.
Pinky and the Brain has something to say.
Tie up your balls with a rubber band and stick a pinky in your girl's butthole.
What are we going to do tonight? The same thing we do every night. Scare my girlfriend by sticking my thumb up her ass and then fuck the dog.
Sickening.
Man, so door number one, that was wild.
Yeah.
One of many. And I'm pretty sure you've told those all before, but you know what? Who gives a shit?
I don't think
you're gonna
so.
In 10 episodes, in 10 episodes, I'm gonna pick door number 1 again, and we'll just.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll pick a different, like, what kind of ramen did he have, or like, how was the pedicabbing life?
Yeah, I have.
Pedicabbing just seems like you'd always be gross. That's why I was like kind of like when you said you were both pedicabbers, I was like, ugh, thinking about two like sweaty people, like
oh yeah, and like covered in like city dirt,
city slime, humid ass Austin.
Yep.
Like I was like, oh, I don't like this. There's like too many. Like everyone's kind of chafed. Everyone's kind of.
No, I mean,
you're really road worn.
There's a lot of spandex.
You've been handling a lot of cash.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Only he's putting cash fingers in places.
In my.
Yeah.
In the money
In his
hole.
dog's mouth. His dog's licking the money hole off his fingers.
Ugh. Yeah, that was always
Yeah, that
so
was what I was just like. I was like, I don't like where this is going.
uncomfy. Yeah, so that was that. When I was like 24, did that whole
Great.
thing.
So we probably have like another like half a year worth of these stories so we can get through.
Oh, at least. I have
There we go. Perfect.
many. Yeah.
That's the
all,
new
like-
show. Will she, won't she?
I like
Except
it.
we know the answer. There you go.
You're
There's
Will,
the new show.
I'm she. You
Yeah.
get a name. I'm a woman. I'm not a person.
You're not a person. You're just a woman.
Women aren't people.
It's-
They're women.
That's what we learned. That's what we learned from Star Trek.
Yeah. Not very Star Trek-y of them.
Data, did you just slap that woman on the ass? Did you
She's not a
slap Counselor
person.
Troy? Did you just slap Counselor Troy across the tits and the ass and
Did
touch
you?
her pussy?
Slap that dead scientist's daughter wife on the ass?
Of course I did. There's nothing wrong with that. They're not people. Data, what's
He
wrong?
told
Data,
me.
what's
Grandpa
gotten into you?
told me that.
Data, are you okay? Are you feeling all right?
Yeah,
Did you
diagnostic
just-
comes back regular. Shut up, Captain.
Did you
What?
just
Data?
kiss Crusher on the lips?
Will, or what was his name? I always want to call him Will because his real name is. Did you just
Yeah, Will
kiss
Wheaton.
Wesley?
Did you
Crush
just-
on the lips?
Did you just suck Wesley's dick through his pants?
God. You're saying some very
I'm being insane.
morally and legally tenuous sexual stuff this episode.
You know what? Fuck it. Who gives a shit? Data, did you just look at a star? That's what I could have said. Data, did you just type in warp 6 when I told you it's warp 5? Something wrong with you?
Data's out of control.
Data's out of control. You must be a secret sex perv. That's he. Wasn't he like a? He's like a sex pest in him. Mm-hmm. Right? Yes,
Yeah,
of course. He does disgusting things.
Scientist that was the sex pest to his daughter assistant lover,
Yeah, I didn't watch
uploaded
enough of the
his
episode to figure
memory.
out.
and then made Data download his memory into himself so that he could
Right.
fall in love with his daughter assistant.
His his daughter employee.
And that's the story.
The old Lech. The Lech and the Machine.
I bet that's what the episode was called.
No, I think it was called The Schizoid Man.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah, which is wild.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
not
like,
cool.
yeah, also that doesn't even make sense because he's just the Lech. He's just one
Yeah.
brain that just happens to be like an old codger.
I think Data is the schizoid man.
Well, yeah, but he has one mind in him.
No, because he
Unless
had
maybe
Data's mind too. They were
Does
like
he? Oh, is he
living
also like
side
trying?
by side.
Does he try to rebel? Does he try to like
I
reclaim
don't
his
remember how it
body?
ends.
Yeah, we stopped watching.
I don't know what happened to my sweatshirt. I got really revealing there for a second.
I did not notice.
It just like slowly kept like
Both your tits are out. I'm just like, we're just carrying
didn't
on.
notice.
I haven't
was
even.
Data the
I
sex
honestly
pest or was the scientist the sex pest? And I'm just like,
you just slowly
my tits
reveal.
are flinging around.
Oh wow! I don't know what
Who
happened
the
to my.
sex pest was.
I'm not sure what happened to my sweater there. Yeah, I might be making jokes, but you're the one who's being weird.
It wasn't Data. It wasn't the scientist. I'm the sex pest.
Yeah, it was Alexa the whole time.
Now, in this quest, can I improve me? There is the obvious difficulty that if I am in need of improvement, the person who's going to do the improving is the one who needs to be improved. immediately we have a vicious circle.